And just like that, Rohan, we are live. So, hello everyone. Hello everyone in the chat. Please type something so we know that you are here, that you're also live with us on this webinar.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. I hope everyone's had a good day. Could you just write your names and your designation and the company name in the chat? That would actually help us a lot in understanding the diversity of the audience here today. It would be really helpful.
Yeah, this is under the beginning. To be the first is always very, very difficult. So we expect people to be more talkative from to the middle
Yeah,
to the end. It's usually
yes,
the case. People are always asking a lot of questions.
correct.
We can
Okay.
actually start with us, talk about ourselves. Um, what, where are we from? What's our companies?
All right, let me
Provide an
then
example.
do the honors. Okay, so yeah, we have Mr. Sheikh from Consumer Sketch. Welcome to the session today. All right, so let's just give it another minute for people to join in. In the meanwhile, everyone, it would be great if you guys can, just write your designation and the company name where you're working in the chat. That would be really helpful in helping us understand the audience here today, and probably we will try to make sure the presentation is more or line in with the expectations of the diversity of the audience here today. Thank you.
Actually, while we're waiting for people to write that, I have a short story to tell. I have
Uh-huh.
it sitting in my mind a long time ago. Like my hometown where I'm from. Well,
Mm-hmm.
naturally, as you see, I'm not from India. I'm from Russia, from a city called Perm, that you probably never heard about. However, it's
Mm-hmm.
very interesting, a very interesting history of my homeland. Uh, a long time ago, people called Komi, specific ethnos, they were living on the territory of my hometown right now, and they're actually pretty much very legendary guys because they were fighting with Vikings. So somehow Vikings were coming to Perm to fought to probably my ancestors, and later on they were trading to Vikings. So there are some
Uh-huh.
Viking stuff in my hometown, probably lying under the ground, under the layers of soil.
Nice. Interesting. Uh, I think so. I'll definitely make it a point to visit Russia soon, and especially now that I have that pine cone jam with me, that's really interesting. Maybe if I wouldn't have finished that, I would have shown the audience here today, uh, you know, the gifts and love that I got from Russia. All right, so let's start on that note. Okay, everyone, welcome. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. First of all, a big thank you to all of you, for taking time today for this session. Taking out time from your busy schedules, especially on a weekday, just to be part of this presentation. I just like to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. So my name is Rohan Kaul, and a brief introduction about myself. I am actually working as the head of global digital marketing at a company called Brilio, which is owned by Bain Capital, which is one of the top four private equity firms in the world. So, a brief about myself. I actually started my career as a search marketer. After I made a transition from from sales, I actually, when I switched into digital marketing, I started my career into search marketing. And from there, I've actually, because I have a background in technology, I started my first job was basically as a .NET programmer. Uh, I am now working as a full-time marketing technologist, wherein I am, working with brands of all sizes, startups, D2Cs, large enterprise, all of them, advising them on technology, how technology can help them improve marketing and get better outcomes and improve their performance, and especially get the cost efficiencies out of it. So that is predominantly what I do. So coming back to this, to the agenda today. All right. So, I actually listen to a lot of podcasts and I read books. So there's one interesting gentleman, if people have heard his name, Reid Hoffman, who was one of the co-founders in LinkedIn. He runs a podcast by the name of Masters of Scale, and he had a very interesting quote, and I liked it a lot. Like, it's not about he mentioned that it's not the early movers advantage, and we talk about this a lot in today's digital context, that the early movers advantage is not with the startups. It's actually the brand or the company that is going to learn how to scale, right? So keeping that in mind, so this, why I brought this idea is because that fundamentally is going to be the essence of our webinar today. Scale combined with speed, and how you can actually bring this scale at speed with the help of automation. That this scale and speed can only be achieved by this automation technology or the AI driven technology that you have in place, and that's only possible in the modern world today, right? So I have Nick over here, who is the Subzilla SEO ambassador. Nick has traveled a lot across the world, and he's making a lot of connections with people around the world. He's actually trying to build a community of SEO folks across the globe with his connections. And he's trying to become, he's basically helping all these SEO folks to actually become a better version of themselves, one step at a time, and learning their problems, learning what are their challenges, and trying to understand how technology can help eliminate those problems. And Subzilla is just one of the ways to do that. So today, Nick is going to talk about Subzilla and how the power of automation can help you achieve speed and scale. So over to you, Nick. The stage is all yours.
Yeah, thank you actually for the glorious introduction. Um, yeah, so my name is once again Nick. I'm product manager at Subzilla. And today I want to briefly talk about the tool, but I want to do a less talk and more work, more showing the tool itself. So a quick introduction about what Subzilla is, and we'll go deep into the tool itself. I will show you actually what you can do and how the tool can be helpful. Firstly, this is a link building marketplace. It's a combine that allows you to buy high quality backlinks with a matter of few clicks of your button. So you are able to do high efficient SEO strategies, basically with very low effort. Like we all here, I suppose, people who know SEO, and in that case, we know how much a link building is a challenge, how much a link building is a work. It is a manual task. Like usually, let's say if I do link building, what do I need to do? I need to find good website. I need to write to the publisher of that website, contact with him, do all the work. After I contact him, I need to see if the link is actually published, if it's published correctly or not. Isn't the link, for example, removed after 1 day of the placement? So there are a lot of small challenges, and usually, I believe that's true that all SEO companies have quite a few specific specialists dedicated to link building. And let's say if you have 20 projects, you need at least 5 people to maintain them. So what I can say is that you can have 5 people to do 500 projects. This is totally possible, and not to be well, basically, I want to just show you how that works from words to action. So this is the tool. This is once again a link building marketplace. It's 100% free. It is not behind a paywall. And if you want, I actually encourage you right now to go to subzilla.com, register, and start doing your link building. And actually, right before we dive into the tool itself, I forgot I wanted to present a little thing. We are right now actively encouraging people to connect with us, to collaborate with us, and we're giving away some money. Like, what's the best way to encourage people to do something is to pay them to do that. So that's why we're giving away 3,000 rupees, pretty much to anyone. But how can you earn that money will be a little secret that I'm gonna tell a little bit closer to the end of that presentation. So right now, let's dive into the Subzilla. Firstly, we need to create a project using Create a Project button. Our project is our website that we want to promote by backlinking. Actually, you see there is a sweet video with a very familiar guy. So let's say I want to promote 100% fictional website called Out Cleaner. It is a website about house cleaning, basically. What I need to do is to select the domain. Name is just for me. I can name it anything I want. So just I won't lose it in the whole list. Goal of promotion, just for me as a SEO specialist. So I will keep up my goals in my head. And skill in link building. We suggest picking up newbie just for seeing the most tutorials in the interface. It's okay to be newbie in this kind of in this specific situation. You're not newbie in the link building in the whole, just in let's say our tool. After that, we need to go to a second step. The second step would be adding up our keywords. So we have URL, but we need some keywords to promote our URL. Right here, as you see, I need to type the text in the left column. Let's do that. House cleaning in India. Actually, we did yesterday a webinar with SEO Work when I talked about this specific part in India. This is a very important stuff because many SEO specialists, they're trying to find geographically correct websites. So for example, if you're trying to promote yourself to the Indian market, you try to find Indian websites. Now, this is a good strategy, but this is not always necessary. What you can do is you can add geographical keywords to the other phrase, to the other part of the keywords. So house cleaning in India, in Great Britain, in Europe, all of those works. And like that, you will be able to target not only Indian websites, but pretty much all other websites. The main point is that their metrics, their link juice, should be good enough. And this specific part of keywords will ensure that you will be promoting yourself for specifically Indian search, SERP search. So, okay, too much talk. Let's move to the next step. Well, there is no actually next step because those two steps are what necessary. We've done our URL, we've done our keywords, and what we can do right now is we can go and buy some links. We can do that by clicking Buy Links button. Pretty self-explanatory. While it's loading for a bit, I want once again to remind or to once again tell if there are new people on the stream that we will be giving away 3,000 rupees pretty much to anyone. How you can participate is a little secret that we're gonna reveal a little bit closer to the end of the stream. And while the stream is going, guys, feel free to ask any questions. I will see them all in the chat. I will be able, for example, to do like that. You will be visible on the stream. I will be able to answer them pretty much immediately. This was the gesture of trying to snap my fingers, but unfortunately, I can't do that. I don't know how, but I like the gesture. So let's go to buying backlinks. Immediately, you're supposed to see that there are a lot of filters. So you're able to buy high quality backlinks in a matter of a few clicks from a selection of a base with 100,000 different websites. This is more than 1 billion pages. Imagine that. So we don't want all 1 billion pages, naturally. This is too much for us. We don't want 1 billion backlinks, probably. But we want high quality backlinks. So as you see, right here, there are a lot of familiar metrics. DR, DA, or domain authority, traffic, citation flow, trust flow. Those metrics are something that SEO specialists usually use. And we want you to feel like at home. So you will be able to enforce your usual strategies with our tool. So let's, for sake of demonstration, do something pretty easy for the tool, just to see the results. They are from 40 to 100, just to get rid of dead websites, a little bit of traffic. We don't need topics. However, actually, we don't need topics right now specifically, but we can do topics. And if you want that, you can do, let's say, not only computers, not only internet, but, for example, providing internet cafe hosting. So very specific stuff is possible. And also site language, domain zones. So a lot of stuff that you can do to customize your search. I'm actually clicking. Yep, I found quite a few websites. If I click right now on this website, you probably know what happens. It looks clickable, so I will be directed to the website itself, and I will be able to see all its pages and to understand what this website is. Additionally, if I want, as an SEO specialist, I probably have a tool of my own, like Ahrefs, Moz, and I can just click that, copy that website, go to my tool, and just analyze it to the point. So I will be able to know that the website is high quality. A little bit to talk about what actually are those websites, because there are quite a few of them, as you see. Where do they come from? All those websites, all those publishers, they came to us and they asked us to add them in our system. So all those publishers, we know them, we contacted them, they know us, they apply to our rules, to our terms and conditions, so they are able to work in the system to earn money. And actually, if you are the publisher of your own, you can add your websites in the system and start selling backlinks, generating additional profit from your all of your pages. So let's say I'm happy with this website. It looks pretty decent. All right metrics, all right traffic, and pretty much all right price. Like, as you see, the price starts from $0.14 per backlink. Imagine that. I let you breathe it in a little bit. It is how much? 14 cents, something like that, I believe. I'm not too fond with USD, but this is possible because of our very specific price positioning. What we're doing is we're making those links rental. Imagine like a subscription-based model, like a Netflix, for example. You can subscribe to any link of your choice, and the price is very low, abysmal, non-existent. This is 14 cents, and you can subscribe for that specific link, and the link will stay on its place pretty much indefinitely until I have my balance. Like I have $100 right now, as you see. So I will have enough fuel. So the link will stay on its place for like how long? A few years at least. And if I want to cancel that link, this is also possible pretty much any time. So if I'm happy with the backlink, I have my URL already. I have my keywords already. And what can I do is I can click right here. And after that, the system pretty much starts doing its magic slowly but steady. The cool thing with our niche edit is that they are 100% automated. This is possible because all those publishers, purchased. All those publishers, they've done a small addition to their website, our code, a small part of it, like basically a plugin to their website. And when they clicked buy, our system goes to the website and speaks with that plugin they're connecting. And they're connecting in a such way that the link will be placed on this specific website on a specific page that they've chose automatically in a few hours. Yep, so this is the link. I can see the status. I can click and go to a specific page to search for that link. It is not placed yet, but it is on placement right now. Pretty much that's it. Like imagine how many things you need to do your usual backlinking. Now, this is something that we've done with very much interruptions, talking about a lot of stuff, and we've done it with how much effort actually. What did I do as the SEO specialist? Pretty much nothing. And this is what I get: backlink of my choice. And you can probably imagine how many backlinks can I do in one link building session. How much backlink can I do in 1 hour, in few hours? How many SEO specialists can you allocate to that task, and how many projects can they lead with that kind of system? Actually, I don't want that backlink, to be honest, because I'm very I don't want my balance to be depleting slowly, so I can just click remove. And basically, once again, our system speaks with the plugin on the website, and the backlink will be removed if it's placed, and just canceled if it's not placed yet. So, that's it. This is the basic stuff. You could say this is the basic magic of the tool. Once again, I'm pretty much encouraging you to go and to try. It's 100% free. You're paying only for the backlinks. And as you see, the price is pretty much non-existent. You, for example, can start with a project of $10 for a month and see how it goes. Like SEO for $10 this even sounds pretty interesting. Oh, actually, I'm seeing quite a few questions. Firstly, a link and content of the page need to relevant, right? Not necessary. However, sometimes probably yes. It depends on your strategy, because different SEO specialists, they have very different ways of telling if the page is good or not, if the website is good or not. if you're that kind of guy, if you see relevancy, topic relevancy as something that you want, you can totally do that with the system. Just go with the topics, select pretty much everything you want, and you will see only thematically relevant pages, thematically relevant websites. However, by our studies, it is possible to promote your website with non-relevant pages, non-relevant websites. You can even do, I don't know, Russian pages, Russian websites. It is possible. The most that matters. Oh, something is the fireworks behind my window for some reason. This is not New Year yet. I hope you don't hear them right now. But my cat is really annoyed with it. Okay, I was talking about something. Yeah. The most important thing is metrics. So you need to start probably with metrics. And if there is high quality website with good thematic relevancy, that's cool. But if you want to find as much website as possible, you can pretty much sacrifice topics and go straight up to them, to the interesting part, to the metrics, domain authority, domain rating, link juice, basically. Thank you for the question, actually. Great question. Moving on. How many do follow backlinks do I need to increase my DA to 3540, and how much time it will take to reach the DA 40? Thanks in advance. Thank you for your question. The short answer is look at your competitors. The longer answer is, once again, look at your competitors, but do it in a smart way. What you can do is you can, for example, use tools as Ahrefs to do competitive analysis. Or you can ask us, we can do that for you. All the competitive analysis in the world. This is something that is possible. And to see how exactly your competitors doing their link building, what's their what the amount of links that they have, what exact types of backlinks do they have, what DA of those backlinks. Because, sometimes it is even a good strategy to buy low DA backlinks, just because your competitors have them, and Google sees them as something natural. So you need to mimic that. And when you see the competitors, when you see their backlinking profile, what you need to do is to start buying say me backlinks, not 100% same, but say me. And you need to do that a little bit better. So a little bit more backlinks, a little bit better ratio. And in that way, you will be able not only to reach your competitors, but surpass them. And of course, DA is something that will be granted you when you go higher and higher to the Google search results. Basically, that's it. And guys, this is, I believe, would be the end of our first section. We have a few things to talk about a bit later. We have guest posts. Imagine that. But before that, we have a small break, like maybe 5 minutes. And I will once again invite Rohan to talk with you guys a little bit. Hey, you're on the stream.
Thank you, Nick. That was that was really interesting. That was really informative for all of us, and I really like that people are asking questions and specifically how much time does it take.
Oh, actually, I didn't answer the time thing. Thank you for reminding me how much time do you need to do that. Like the first results, you'll be able to see around 4 months. Like this is the earliest first results. SEO is usually a long process. However, we have a good studies, a good cases with people who were able to achieve first results in a few months, like 1 to 2 months. So this is totally possible. Up to you.
All right. I can feel that brother over there. I mean, because as when I started my career, this is what we keep getting us. People find it a little difficult to understand that us SEO takes really long time to actually deliver results, right? How many of you in the chat have had these struggles? Please raise your hand, say yes or no. Making people understand that SEO is a long term thing. It takes time to get that done. Yes, yes, Sanjay. Anybody else? Uh-huh. I can feel it. I can feel it, you guys. I've been through that now. Luckily, I'm more of in a role where I get to ask people that, you know, how much time it's going to take for us to get results. But I'm not that. It's easier for my people to, relate because I've come through that pain, so I'm not hard on them like that. All right. So, okay, I questions. We will take them up once Nick is back. So it's just a 5 minute break. So probably Sunita and I have another question from Sanjay. We'll take those questions from Nick right after the break. In the meanwhile, uh, what do you guys think in terms of cutting down your time and effort on backlink? What percentage of time would actually be cut with the help of this tool? And what, let's go with that first. What is the percentage of time do you think you'll save in this whole with this whole automation of backlink generation activity? Sanjay, Durgesh, Sunita, please go ahead. 40%. Good. I don't know what's Clashy's actual name, so sorry about that. You can, Sunita, what do you think? How much time will it save? So how much in general, if people can then, what is the number of hours? Oh, nice, 60%. So in general, if people can tell me how much, what is the number of hours that they are spending on backlink generation right now on a month-on-month basis in terms of number of man hours? How much is it? The whole process. I mean, I'm talking about finding sources. Then once you find these publications and sources, coordinating with them, negotiating prices, then the content generation. How much? 3 to 4 hours per day. That's about like 50% of your billable hours. Interesting.
I actually have an answer of my own. How much time can you save on Subzilla? Up to
Ah,
90%. Up to 90% actually. So this is something that we are very proud of. That this is a it goes up that high.
so Nick, we actually, while you were on the break, we actually had two questions too. So we
Mhm.
had one from Sunita, which says she asks what kind of backlinks I can form using Subzilla.
Actually, a great question. Thank you. Oh, thank you for that. You saw firstly niche edits. Those are very quick, very automated types of backlinks that you are able to place automatically on websites in a separate kind of a block, like between the content on the sidebar in the footer of the website below. This is the first and the main type of backlinks. However, we also do guest posting, and this is something that I'm going to show right now. How is it done? So you're able to place the whole articles about you, about your product, with links to your website. Actually, there are quite a few additional types of backlinks. For example, news article about you, links in the archived pages, and different types of niche edits also. So short answer, a lot of them.
Prior to this, we actually missed out on another question. So while you were on break, so there's a question by Sanjay. If you could, scroll up. Yes, precisely. Is profile and article submission link building work?
It really does, yes. So pretty much all the activity that's considered to be free, it does work. However, it usually requires a lot of time. And additionally, the influence you're going to have is very limited. There are only so few submissions that you can do until you move to paid backlinks. Because naturally, if you have a huge project, you need thousands of backlinks sometimes, even more sometimes. And you can't do thousands submissions to the profiles, thousands submissions to Facebook or something. Usually, you need to go with paid backlinks. But it is a good way to start with something free and slowly move your project to the next step. Actually, I believe we can go back to the demonstration itself. Rohan, thank you for breaking the ice between us, between the audience while I was gone. I will remove you once again, not for too long. Yep. And we once again are here. Actually, I see one more question. From your expertise, how to index profile backlinks? Always some of our profile backlinks are not indexed. Any tips on this? That actually highly depends on the exact backlinks you do. This is something that you probably can discuss with. You can actually write to us, to Subzilla. I will provide my context at the end, and we'll be able to talk about that because, sometimes it takes a lot of time for Google to index some part of content. It doesn't do it regularly, and it doesn't do it same to all websites. So for some websites, the amount of time that is required can be up to a few months, for example. For social media and news websites, it is usually very quick because they have a very fast lightning updates. So Google used to that, and Google scans them pretty much every day, every second, I don't know, very quick. So moving on to the end point of our meeting today, I want to once again remind you that the tool itself you're seeing right now is free, 100%. You're paying only for the backlinks themselves. So go to the subzilla.com, register, and start doing your backlinks with just a few clicks. And additionally, we are awarding some guys with 3,000 rupees just for basically a few small tasks. I'm not ready to talk yet about what those tasks are. I will talk about them after I'm talking about the guest posts. Oh, sorry, it's my cat. She saw the fireworks a few minutes before. Now she's running like it's the best day of her life. I don't know. So let's go with the guest posting. Well, guest post is something that you're probably very familiar with. It is a type of backlink where you can place your content, the whole article. And that article will be about you, about your product, and it will be with links to your website. It is usually very time consuming, usually money consuming, but it is also very effective because Google will see that your link is placed in a separate page with highly relevancy to your thematic, to your topic. And this is very good. So we have few types of backlinks right here. Advertiser's article or publisher's article is basically a matter of who's going to write article. Is it your team or the publisher's team? If you want, you can write by your own. Let's say I'm happy with this website. I have my own website I willing to promote, and I can add my article. Just straight up, the whole article, right here. It will be visible to the publisher after a short period of moderation. Basically, my webcam is moving away somehow. Basically, our moderation team will check if the article is not restricted by every government in the world. So if you're not suggesting people to make drugs at home, you are safe with our policy. So your article will be submitted in the system. The publisher, that guy, will see your article and will be obligated to publish that article in specific period of time. But to show the exact process, I unfortunately need to go to publisher's article, because with that, I will be able to go a few steps further. While it's loading, I want to also show that all the filters, all the metrics, they are here. They are with us. So once again, if we want high quality website, we can totally do that. We can also apply topics right here in guest post. Topics are more relevant because the article should be on somewhat good thematically website to us. And I don't know why it's loading so long. Probably we have too much websites right now, so that's why it's moving so slow. Give me a second. Like there isn't a successful webinar without something moving unpredictably, breaking up completely. This is totally okay. I am so used to it. I'm not even worried. Okay, well, it's loading. I'm going to move to questions. Why not? Any specific duration for backlinks? Thank you for the question. Actually, when we're talking about guest posting, we consider those links to be permanent. They should stay on their place indefinite amount of time. However, we can guarantee that the link will stay on its place for at least 1 year, and the whole article will stay on its place 1 year, unmodified, unchanged, on anything. And if something is wrong, if the article is missing, if the link is missing, we're gonna get your full money back. So let me just describe you what's gonna happen when you buy guest post. Firstly, when you want your publisher to write article for you, it will be naturally a little bit more expensive than usual. However, you will be able to write all. That guy will write the whole article about you. So it's up to you to tell him what he needs to do. And after that, you will be able to pick up your guarantees. Basically, insurance from us. There are two types of guarantees: link indexation and link loss. For link indexation, actually, very related to the question that we had before about backlinks not being indexated. This question. So, with our guest post, we guarantee that the article will be indexed in a decent amount of time. And if it is not, for some reason, we're going to check that automatically for you, and we're going to get you full money back for that article. So the order will be just canceled. Because naturally, you want your article to be indexed. If it is not indexed, we consider our job to be not fully completed. Additionally, guarantee for link loss. Once again, I've talked about that already. If something is wrong, if the article is missing, if the link from the article is missing, if the article is modified somehow, you don't want it to be, you write to us and we get your full money back. So you've created your order. added all your guidelines to the publisher, selected your insurance, you click go, and after that, the publisher starts doing his job. He will need to write an article about you, and until he's done so, your money will stay on your account, just in a frozen state. And they will stay on your account up until you're 100% sure that the publisher done his job. Only when you see the article by your own eyes, only after that you apply the work that the publisher is done, and only after that your money from your account moves to the publisher's account. So imagine how much risks does it takes off you. There is no way that the publisher can take your money, for example, some kind of a paying upfront, let's say, and just get away with it. He can't do that. He can't get your money and just delete article on the next day. This is something that is also not possible. So we taking off so much risk and so much work from you. So once again, I'm encouraging you to go to Subzilla, to check everything out, and to test the system on your own. And regarding that, I have a very exclusive deal. So right now, we are constantly making our system better. Right now, we are talking with a lot of people to understand you guys. How do you feel? What do you think about the system? So that's why we pretty much giving away the money. I'm seeing the question. I'm going to it just a few seconds after. So this is my contacts. Feel free to write me on any topic, but I have a very specific topic for you. Please write me about your 3,000 rupees. You can even make a topic of the email itself, 3,000 rupees. I will know that why you're writing me. Basically, we're gonna make with you private session. We're gonna speak with you about the tool itself. Around 30 to 40 minutes, nothing too crazy. You'll just make a screen demonstration. You will show us how you click in the tool itself. We'll asking you questions like, what do you feel about that? Is it good? Is it bad? And after that whole session, you will receive your money for your time. I believe this is justified. So my contacts, once again, on your screen. Feel free to use them. Feel free to write me regarding your 3,000 rupees or regarding pretty much anything. Any questions about the system? Maybe you want some additional information? This is totally possible. I'm a pretty open guy. So we have a question. Actually, thank you for a lot of questions. Always good to know that people who are watching are very interested. May I create multiple affiliate accounts on Subzilla? Sometimes clients want to add funds on their own from their PayPal. Actually, that's a good idea. That's a good question. That's a good idea. You can create as much accounts as you want. Once again, the tool is free. The creating account is free. If you want to create a few accounts, so your clients, your affiliates will be doing their own stuff with their own balance, totally possible. Something that is done in our system already. And one more question that I see. Can I get backlinks product listing from G2, Capterra, etc.? Actually, I'm not entirely sure what are G2 and Capterra. So sorry for that. I can actually go right now, doing very dirty job, and just right now I'm gonna Google what is that. Let's go and see. It probably would take me some additional time. So I actually encourage you to write me, let's say, and we can discuss it in person. Because since I don't entirely sure what is it specifically, I'm a little bit afraid to give any answer because it won't be professional. To give any suggestions about something you just heard about right now. Oh, GT review website. Okay, so about review website, I'm actually can give a few advices. We actually have specific type of backlinks of our own, which is about backlinks to thematically relevant forums. So review websites is pretty much around the same. So yes, pretty much any backlink works toward you. If the link is in thematic surroundings, it is also good. So in that case, those websites that you shown, they should be pretty good. Like additionally, there are always a lot of paid reviews, a lot of paid posts on the forums, a lot of paid posts on review websites, and that's why there are a lot of them. Not just to make a good ratings, but to make a lot of good backlinks. Yes, thank you actually for your question. It's pretty good, pretty good. And we're moving toward the end. If you have any questions left, feel free to write them in the chat right now. Say now or speak never. How does it goes? Meanwhile, once again, I'm reminding you that the tool Subzilla.com, 100% free to use. You're paying just for the backlinks, and it saves you a lot of effort. So low effort, high result. And this is our motto. This is the way of being productive in the 21st century. Additionally, if you want to earn 3,000 rupees, write me an email, do 3,000 rupees in a topic of that email, and I will contact you and we'll do a short Q&A session with you. We need to know your opinion about the tool, and we'll pay you for your opinion. No more questions, no try on live Subzilla results. Great. Email done. Also great. Thank you. And actually, I want to move Rokan back to our stream. Basically, I believe that's it. We had a lot of questions. Thank you guys for participating. Rokan, maybe you have something to add further.
No, thank you, Nick, for that amazing session, and most importantly, giving everyone an opportunity to earn 3,000 rupees just for voicing their opinions. That is really wonderful. I mean, very rarely would you get someone get an opportunity to actually voice their opinion and get paid for it. So great. I actually liked especially this gentleman who mentioned about creating multiple affiliate accounts, customer accounts. I suppose that would be a great addition to the tool. I mean, in terms of like like a manager account, wherein basically I as a manager could manage those multiple accounts without having to actually log into each one of them. The ability, one super admin or super manager, that flexibility to switch between these accounts based on the budgets and everything. I mean, I would really appreciate, and I would really love something of that sort. What what he said, I'm just taking it a step further from there. Like, one is adding those accounts, and the second, the ability to manage, switch between those accounts just using a single login. That would be great. I hope people also like that idea. I think so. A lot of people over here would actually agree with me, and If you think yes, if you think my idea is great, guys, give it a thumbs up in the chat.
I'm giving you my thumbs up. It's actually really good idea. Thank you for that.
Thank you. See, my friend over
Yep.
there agrees with me. Yes. All right. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for your time. Thank you, for taking time to give us a demo about this amazing tool. And I somehow agree with you on the fact that it at least saves 90% of your time doing things that that otherwise would require some sort of a manual effort or requires a team. So that way, yes, definitely a brilliant tool. And yes, so everybody, the link is there. I already shared it once in the chat. Go right now, sign up on Subzilla, tell your friends about it, invite people to use Subzilla, make some money out of it. And most importantly, Nick has also given you the offer, make full use of it and show us some love and subscribe to our channel. And we'll have some more events for you coming further. Please stay in touch with us. Do get, through email or any other means. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time.
Have a nice day, all. Bye.
Bye bye.